You ever click on a standing desk listing, see that sleek curved shape and those glossy photos, and think, this is going to be the upgrade my workspace needs? Then it arrives, you bolt it together, and suddenly your monitor's at eye level when the desk is all the way down, your feet are cramping on the hard floor, and the motors sound like a small helicopter taking off every time you hit the button. I've been there more times than I care to admit, and that's exactly why I wanted to put the Vari command center through its paces before I'd recommend it to you. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What sold me on this desk wasn't the curved front edge or the dual motor promise, those are table stakes these days. It was the fact that Vari actually thought about the bits you don't see in the hero shots, the sloped front edge that lets you lean your wrists without your forearms going numb after an hour, the cable channels that don't look like an afterthought, and the quiet motors that don't announce every height change to your Zoom call. I set this up in my home office where the floor isn't perfectly level, and the leveling feet took the wobble out without needing a spirit level every 5 minutes. If your space has that one corner that's always a little off-kilter, that small detail matters more than most buyers realize until they're already committed. The first real test came when I loaded it up with a 32-inch monitor, a mechanical keyboard, and a 10-pound laptop dock. The spec sheet says 225 pounds capacity, but I wanted to see how it felt in daily use. The motors are indeed noticeably quieter than the last 2 standing desks I owned, and the desk stayed rock solid even when I'd bumped the table while typing. The curved front edge is genuinely more comfortable than a flat edge after long sessions, my wrists don't hit the sharp corner, and the slight slope keeps my shoulders from creeping up toward my ears. That ergonomic detail is the kind of thing you only appreciate once you've spent a week with a desk that ignores it. Where this desk shines is in the set-it-and-forget-it moments. The programmable presets let me save my sit height and stand height, so I'm not fumbling with the buttons every time I switch postures. The memory keypad is backlit, which sounds trivial until you're adjusting the desk in a dim room and need to see the buttons. The cable management tray is deep enough to hide a power strip and still leave room for a few USB hubs, so the wires that used to look like spaghetti now disappear under the desk. These aren't headline features, but they're the kind of things that turn a good desk into a great one over months of use. Now, let's talk about the trade-offs. The curved front edge is comfortable, but it also means the desk takes up a little more floor space than a flat front model. If your office is already tight, measure twice before ordering. The assembly instructions are clear, but the frame pieces are hefty, so you'll want a second pair of hands for the initial lift. The price tag is higher than basic electric desks, but it's in line with other premium curved models. If you're on a tight budget or only plan to use the desk for light tasks, you might be better served by a simpler model. But if you spend 8+ hours a day at your workspace and want the desk to fade into the background, the extra investment pays off in comfort and convenience. Who should buy this desk? If you're upgrading from a fixed height table or a cheap standing desk that wobbles when you sneeze, this is the move. If you work from home, run a side business, or just want a desk that won't fight you every time you adjust it, the command center is worth the splurge. If you're still using a folding tray and call it a desk, keep looking elsewhere. Who should skip it? If you only need occasional height adjustments or your workspace is already cramped, the extra width and premium price won't justify the purchase. If you're dead set on a flat front edge or need a desk that collapses completely for storage, this isn't the right fit. After a month of daily use, the desk still feels solid, the motors are still quiet, and the ergonomic touches are still doing their job. It's the kind of purchase where the value isn't in the specs, it's in the details that make the difference between it works and I love using this every day. Check the link in the description if you want to see the latest price and specs.